Thank you so much for joining. I'm so excited to be doing this tapping in community, flowing together, expanding, just feeling expansion in our body and shifting from scarcity to abundance. And yeah, it's such a systemic issue around scarcity. So it's not, I just want to make clear, it's not our individual faults. It's not anything that has to do with putting the blame and shame on ourselves. It's more being aware that these are the systems that are creating this feeling of scarcity. And yeah, so just melting into the ground a bit and just expanding, taking up more space, and feel free to tap at your own pace, at your own places. And yeah, I'm just gonna feel free to move however you need to move to really fully embody this shift, this feeling into abundance and this flow of life all around us and inside of us. So I'm going to take a few deep expanding breaths. It's like the ocean within us. It's so beautiful, the life that flows throughout us. The energy and the chi, and just so much beauty that is in every cell of our body. That is in our electromagnetic field, that is in our neurons, that is in how we connect to the collective consciousness. With my hand on my heart, I'm starting to tap. Feel free again to go at your own pace, and feel free to just listen or to speak the words out loud and echo them. Let them reverberate through our worlds and our bodies. Give yourself massages where you need them. Breathe when you need to breathe. Pause when you need to pause. Even though I feel a constricting and a need to collect and just overdo, overfix, overtake. Over expect, over push ourselves over capacity, especially ourselves, overtake from ourselves. I still love and fully accept myself. And I'm finding ways to do that if I'm not fully embodying that yet. I'm finding bridges to fully accept and love myself as I am in this moment. Even though there's systems that tell us that resources are scarce, there's systems that feel very binding, feel very restrictive, feel so rigid. I can feel the energy in my body, and the flow of that is just so abundant. Even if it's just feeling into one little spot in my body, I can feel the energy moving, and that reminds me that I am abundant. Even though I may have had messages that told me otherwise, and noise on my electronics. I can still flow with the day. I can still flow with myself. I can still just open up my body, open up the lymphatic system, open up. I have agency to do these things that really change the energy in my body. And that in turn shifts the energy all around me. Even though we've all been conditioned by the same systems, we still move in our own ways, and collectively we connect to community so that we can move more freely, even share resources, flow life to one another, flow information, flow love, and just flow with love throughout the day. And wherever we are, just this abundant love that's in our hearts, we can just tap into that and really feel into that. It's so beautiful and abundant. It's painful sometimes for me to connect to that inside of myself. And sometimes it brings up so many emotions because, yeah, even though I feel disconnected from myself sometimes, I know that the love exists in my body, that abundance of care and kindness and freedom and healing and just this movement. And then I choose to notice the synchronicities of how the abundance is all inside of me and around me. And that starts the upward cycle and spiral of feeling more connected, feeling more loved, feeling more in tuned, to self-connected, and feeling more appreciative of myself for being alive and just being in the flow of life, not judging but observing. And even though really hard things have happened through so many devastating wars and violence, and financially to so many, possibly including our lineage, there were cracks and crumbles of when this flow had been disrupted. Even though that's happened, I can still tap into the wisdom and the knowing, and that radiates through my lineage to heal those broken pieces. As I tap into the flow of the moment, as I notice the abundance in me and around me. I so appreciate myself and the wisdom that I have, this collective wisdom. I'm just grounding into that. as I go throughout my day, as I be with myself and accompany myself in kind, compassionate ways. And when I falter in that, even though that might happen from time to time, I can bring myself back to this expansive love inside my chest that I have for all beings, including myself. This abundance that lives in me that I can share with the world. Yeah, thank you so much for joining me. I'm sending you abundant energy and just tapping into that all around us. Yeah, thank you for connecting. Take good care of yourself.